Now it's time for Onpoint, where we speak to experts to delve deeper into some of the key issues in the spotlight right now. The Bucheon International Fantastic Film Festival, or BIFAN, kicked off on Thursday, the 26th time that the film festival has taken place.
That's right, with the festival going on until the 17th of this month, what are some of the key films to check out this year? Well, to find out, we connect with Jae Soh, professor and filmmaker at the Seoul Institute of the Arts. Very good morning to you, Professor.
Good morning.
So I guess the big question with so many international film festivals happening here in Korea, what makes BIFAN so special amongst, I guess, all the film festivals?
Well, Bucheon Film Festival is called the Fantastic Film Festival, and it's basically a celebration of genre movies. So it's like horror, thriller, mystery, fantasy, and this festival is in the 26th year this year. And they are very famous for also paying a lot of attention to Asian cinema from the Far East and Southeast Asia. And there's also a network of Asian fantastic films, NAF, which launched in 2008 to help the production and development of genre films. And so there's a lot of industry people that come. And this year, it launched yesterday, July 7th. It'll go on till the July 17th. And it's after 2 years of COVID, they were doing it offline most of the time, but this is the first time it's in person. And the slogan this year is "Stay Strange." And they'll have really cool events like Halloween in July and parties like that.
And Professor, well, this year there are 16 jury members that have been appointed, and among them are some very notable names. So can you tell us more about them, please?
Yes, the 16 jury members this year, it's a very stellar sort of members this year, and basically it's comprised of film critics, filmmakers, festival programmers, and actors. Some notable directors are Japanese director Harada Masato. There's also Gina Kim and Kim Kyung-wook. These are film directors. And also the famous actor Shim Hae-jin and Lee Dong-gu is also a jury member. And then we have producer Kang Hae-jung, who basically, she's the producer for movies like The Berlin File and Escape from Mogadishu. And we have also some famous basically directors from international film festivals. Monica Garcia, the general manager of Sitges, a very famous fantastic film festival in Spain, and also Lisa Dreyer, a director of Fantastic Fest in the United States. It's backed by Alamo Drafthouse, which is really famous, and then Anderson Larsson, a Lund Fantastic Film Festival director from Sweden as well.
I mean, in the end, right, it is a film festival, so I guess the big question is, what are some of the films to really watch out for in this film festival?
Well, this year they have a total of something like 268 titles from 49 countries, and 80 of these films are all world premieres, which means it's the first time you'll see them. And there are 20 international premieres, and I would say some notable films are like the opening film, which played yesterday. You could see it again. It's called Men. It's directed by Alex Garland, and this was a big hit at the Cannes Film Festival Directors Fortnight this year. And basically, it's another horror film by a director of Ex Machina and Annihilation. These are huge films. And this director also wrote the screenplay for famous movies like 28 Days Later, Sunshine and the Beach, all Danny Boyle movies. And the closing film is a movie by Jung Bum-sik called New Normal. And this film centered around 4 days of multiple characters where basically because of COVID, there's kind of in solitary confinement. So this director who directed a horror film called Gonjiam, it's coming up with a new film. So that's sort of interesting. One of the cool things is the opening film is actually an R-rated film. So I think in the festival's sort of canon of films, it was interesting. And also we have competitive sections divided between local and foreign films. For the international Bucheon Choice features, there are 10 films such as Alien Artist by Seo Hoya. And basically, there's a film that I think is really interesting. It's an Indonesian horror film called The Womb, and also a famous director from Australia, Goran Stolevski, has a movie called You Won't Be Alone, which is also featured here. There's also Korean Fantastic Features, which includes about 10 films locally made. And so there's a movie by Cho Kwang-jin called Cabriolet, A Good Boy by Son Kyung-won. And basically, all these films are just really fantastic to watch. And this year, for their actor that they're kind of basically singling out is the actor Seol Kyung-gu, who's one of the great actors of Korean cinema. So you can see a retrospective as movies like, Peppermint Candy, Oasis, and, Shilmido.
Sounds like there's a lot of fantastic films to be binge-watched. And, well, Professor, thank you so much for your insights today.
My pleasure.